Hey guys, today we have to answer this question, so let's take a look. It's about Grimm's fairy tale. So the question is, which evidence best supports the conclusion that the Grimm's fairy tales were not meant for children? And surely we have to check all that apply. And as you can see, you got 5 options. You can pause the video and read them, A, B, C, D, E, and surely we get the answer. There are 3 correct options, so the option B, the option C, and the option E are the correct ones. So let's take a look about some explanation of that. So, first of all, the Grimm's fairy tales have often been told to children for over our time as bedtime stories and have also been used to produce some movies that are known and cherished by many. So, for many years, people believed that these were tender and great stories of love, heroism, selflessness, and learning. So, however, in recent years, new studies have found that in fact, the original Grimm's fairy tales were really dark and not for young audience, as their purpose was really to capture in some writing in the tales and stories that had been told in Europe for some centuries. So it has been learned that after almost 6 editions, the brothers Grimm, 2 German-born siblings, decided to alter the stories they had originally compiled and rewrote them so that they would be acceptable for some 19th century religious Puritans in Europe, and it is the stories that came after the 7th edition, the ones we know and love today. So, as we said before, the Grimm's purpose was just to entertain the masses, but originally they just wanted to just capture the stories as they were told verbally by people in Europe. And this, after analyzing some stories, it has found that they portrayed brutality against children and adults and the conflicts that arose throughout time in Europe and the hardships of European living, and so this is why the correct answers will be B, C, and E. So actually that's it. The correct options are B, C, and E. So let's read them. So the B is some of the tales discuss wars, as you know, and other conflicts of the time. The second one is C. So many of the stories tell about the horrified and brutal treatment of children. And the last one states that the tales often reveal the harsh living conditions of the 19th century. So actually that's it. Thank you for your question. I hope it helps you a lot. I really hope it helps you. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.